Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. My brothers, my sisters, we're out here another day, but today we're in the city centre. Obviously you can see we're in Bullring car park. The rumour is there's a protest today for free Palestine, so we're going to go check it out. If it is, you're all involved. Let's go. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers, my sisters. Here today in the Birmingham city centre, where the people of Birmingham are protesting for the genocide that's happening in Gaza and the occupation that's been happening there in the whole of Palestine for the last 50, 60 years. I'm too young for this, so it's been going on for the last 75 years. But as you can see, Birmingham has showed up today, and what we're going to do, we're going to try to intervene with some of the protesters and try to ask them what it means for them to be here today. Assalamu guys, I'm with my brother
Sahil.
Where are you from, Sahil?
Whole Green, Birmingham.
And what does it mean for you to be here today?
It's just showing our support, the innocent people, oppression, everything. They don't even know, they probably don't even know that we're all here supporting them. But it's just something nice for us to do, the most we can probably even do.
Absolutely, I agree. And what do you say, sir, to the people who say that you shouldn't protest?
What else are you going to do? Sit at home and do nothing. Innocent kids, mothers, fathers, we all have them around us. What else are you going to do?
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. And what do you do and where are you coming from? So what's your occupation, just to let the viewers know?
I work in recruitment. I talk to people every day, non-stop, 9 to 5, 5 to 9, 24/7. But it's the fact that I have people I know who are from Palestine. They're not in Palestine, but they can't do anything to go there and help their family. The amount of people I know who's like grandfathers, they haven't spoken to me in weeks, grandmothers, everyone else, they don't know if their family's still alive.
It's true.
I hear it in day out just from my job, and then watch it on the news as well.
Definitely. All I can say is, thank you very much for being here today, from one human to another, and all we can say is just keep showing the support, keep speaking, because when we speak, our voices are heard in it, even if theirs are not. Thank you very much, sir.
Brother, one more thing.
Go for it.
Free Palestine.
I'm with another brother today. What's your name, my guy?
Sufyan.
Sufyan, tell him why you're here, what it means to you to be here today.
So with the whole Palestinian situation, obviously it's been going on for over 70 years. A lot of people think that the protests don't really do much, but I feel that even a minimum amount of pressure on the governments, and look today, it's raising a lot of awareness. A lot of people before this week, a lot of people who are quite ignorant to the Muslim world in terms of the news, obviously because of media propaganda, they had no idea what was going on. I've actually encountered a lot of people myself who don't know much about the Palestinian situation, and I feel like the protests are the best way to raise awareness. Just make noise in the center of your towns, wherever you are in the world. And when you see all of these protests on Twitter, it does actually put pressure on the governments without us realizing, and I'm hoping that obviously the governments, especially in the Muslim world, will do something after these protests,
Absolutely, bro. All I can say is I couldn't agree anymore. What would you say again to the people who say that you shouldn't protest?
Honestly, what is the harm in protesting?
Yeah.
At the very least, you're raising your voice. We feel quite helpless back here, and we can't do. The only thing we can do is dua, protests. We donate money, but the aid, it just about gets to them. The very least we can do is come outside and make some noise for them. And I've seen, you see on Twitter, the people in Palestine, they see the protests, when they had the internet before it got cut off, they were seeing the protests, they know that there's people out there supporting them.
It's true.
It's not going to cause you any problems or any harm. Just come outside and do some, make some noise at least for them, And not just if you're Muslim, even I've seen a lot of non-Muslims here today. It's just your basic human duty,
Absolutely. And just before you go, what's your name and what do you do?
My name's Sufyan, and I'm just a business analyst. Don't do anything special.
Yes. Sounds special. Sufyan, thank you very much for being here today.
No, thank you for, obviously, you're going to raise awareness as well, bro.
Your name, sir?
Manmohan Singh Panesa.
And why are you here today, sir?
To support the Palestinian cause, and to call for a ceasefire.
Excellent.
Palestine has been occupied by the Israelis for God knows how many years, and they deserve the right to be free and sovereign and live like human beings, just like anybody else on the planet.
Excellent. And what do you say to the people who say that we shouldn't protest?
All the rights that people have won in this country, all over the world. I'm a member of Unite, for example.
Okay.
I've always been a union member, and without fighting, without protesting, you never get anywhere.
Excellent.
I've fought against racism. I've been arrested twice for protesting against the National Front.
Wow.
First in Southall, then in Catford, Lewisham. So I know what it feels like to be in the back of a police van. Sat upon, and trumped up charges placed on anybody who struggles. So without a struggle, we're nowhere. We're nothing.
And just before we go, what are you representing? What is so the people know?
Yeah, Unite Community is like a community organisation of Unite, the union.
Okay.
It's for generally people who are unemployed, who are are retired like me, and who've been who still want to carry on their trade union activities, even though they're no longer, trade unions in full-time job or something like that.
Excellent. And just for the record, just once again, your name, sir?
Manmohan Singh Panesa.
Guys, I'm just with the Big Ride for Palestine, and I'm with a gentleman called Dave. Dave.
Hiya.
Thank you for being here today, Dave, and thank you for giving us some of your time. Just a quick one. Why are you here today?
I'm here today because there's a genocide going on in Gaza. People are being slaughtered, and our country is complicit in this. All our leaders, from Rishi Sunak to Keir Starmer, all of them seem to be supporting this. And I want the bombing to stop the slaughter.
Absolutely. And just before we go, Dave, what is the Big Ride to Palestine?
The Big Ride for Palestine has been going 10 years now. Wow. And it rides every year. We raise money for projects in Gaza and the West Bank, children's projects, children's sports projects, that kind of thing. And we ride in different places around the country over a few days, raising awareness and also raising money for these projects.
Absolutely amazing, Dave. Just before you go, one last question to the people who are asking and the people who are saying we shouldn't be protesting. What do you say to that?
We have to protest. We've got to stand up and fight. Nobody else is doing anything. We need to stand by the people of Gaza. It's been ethnically cleansed since 1948. 75 years this has been going on. They try and pretend that it started on October the 7th, and it didn't. We all know that it started well before that. We visited Palestine earlier in the year, a few of us, and we saw what was going on, not just in Gaza, but in the West Bank. Every day they face persecution, restrictions, killings. They have their olive trees burned. It's absolutely appalling. Their houses are bulldozed. They're being pushed out the area. This is what Israel wants, and we want to put a stop to it.
We had the protest in Birmingham. Jeff, what does it mean for you to be here today?
It means everything. Why not? You have to be here. You have to be here. Mass genocide is taking place. Millions displaced. Over 3,000, maybe more children, babies, little 1 month-year-old premature babies. Everyone's dying. Horrendous, absolutely disgusting what's happening.
And what do you say to the people who say that we shouldn't be protesting?
Where's freedom now? Shouldn't be protesting. Where's the freedom that you talk about? This is freedom, and we will always protest, and we will continue to protest.
Where are you from, Mohammed?
From Birmingham.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
So I'm a student. I'm in my third year. I do engineering.
Excellent, mashallah. So why are you here today? What does it mean for you to be here today?
So today we're just here to show our solidarity for Palestine. I think it's important as Muslims, we need to support our fellow brothers and sisters, because on Judgment Day, Allah's going to ask us, what did we do when our brothers and sisters were at the hands of the oppressors, while they were being martyred, killed? You see these kids, yeah? You should be thinking of your own kids. If my own kids were dying in that way, and you should come, you should have that sort of empathy. You shouldn't think, oh, someone else should come. I used to think that way. I used to think, all right, Birmingham's full of Muslims, other people will go to the protest. I'm going to go in my own grave. I'm going to be judged by God alone. He's going to say, what did I do? So I need to go to the protest myself. I need to turn up. I wasn't someone that went to protests, but I think every single Muslim, leave your work if you can, miss your lectures. You should be turning up for Palestine.
Absolutely, bro. You couldn't have said that any better. What do you say to the people who say that you shouldn't protest?
I think they're stupid. What, you can make dua all you want, you can do tahajjud all you want. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, the Prophet says you should tie your camel. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says that you should tie your camel and then make dua. You can't just make dua and sit at home and say, okay, yeah, we'll get sorted out. There's so many causes. Black Lives Matter, Ukraine. People went on the streets, and only then you'll get the attention of the councils and the people higher up. You can slow down the process. Yes, at the end of the day, Israel is going to take over Gaza, and it says that they are going to take over Gaza. It says that in the Quran. But we can slow down that process, and we can shout them out. We live in the UK. We've got voices that we can raise. So it's important that we slow down that process. We shame them for it. We have these people that will act like, oh, they're noble. I mean, let's call them out for it. They're not noble.
100%.
There's Rishi Sunak, there's Keir Starmer will say to their face, they can put on a show. Yeah, they can put on a show, but at the end of the day, we can call them out for it, and we can reduce the amount of lives that are being killed, especially that of children.
Especially 100%.
Yeah, and so you can't sit at home and say, yeah, it's going to sort out itself.
100%.
You have to come out, because if we don't come out, who's going to come out? Us as Muslims, non-Muslims, whoever they killed, they bombed a hospital. They're Christians and that. Hopefully that should get more Christians thinking about it, have some more empathy, because they know what it's like to lose.
Because ultimately, this is not a religious thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
this is humanitarian.
Yeah.
This is a humanitarian crisis.
100%. Life should really be at a standstill. Life should be at a standstill. Everything should be paused. This is a potential World War III.
Abdul Wahab, thank you very much for giving us your time today.
No problem.
Just to let us know, why are you here today?
I'm here to protest for the Gazans, basically, and also for all Palestinians who've been massacred and faced this apartheid regime for about 75 years. It's about time we rise up, to be honest. It's just devastating to watch all those videos coming out of Gaza. Absolutely. And now we can't even see those. And the world just sits on silence. I mean, the European Union, all the countries, United Nations, they pass a resolution and nothing happens. I don't understand how this is a democracy, how this is a democratic country, when the people are clearly on one side and the leaders just go, we are with Israel. Just don't understand that statement. We're clearly not. And if this is a democratic country, I hope they will hear our voices and they will actually do something about this.
Absolutely. Just before you go, Abdul Wahab, what do you say to people who say that we shouldn't be protesting?
We should do whatever we have in our capabilities to do. So if you can't protest, this is not the only protest you can do. You can do other forms of protest. This is a peaceful march. Obviously, if you can join this, great, well done. But if you can't join this, do whatever is in your capacity. Do whatever is legal and within the law. I'm not going to say, don't go ahead and crash things. That's not within the Islamic values as well. So as a Muslim, I'm never going to advocate for that. But you can do, some things within your power to basically oppose this that Rishi Sunak keeps on blabbering about is completely against our values, and as Muslims we should rise against it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your time. I mean, you couldn't have said it any better. Anything you would like to say for the camera just before we carry on with this march?
I would say just, within your capacities as Muslims and everybody else as humans, this is far beyond just about Muslims. This is about humanity now. You've seen the videos and you cannot deny what's going on. So if you have anything that is within your capacity, whether you can donate for Gazans, whether you can stand up in a rally, whether you can just show your support, you know, just in any way possible, show your support. That's all I'm going to say.
So guys, I'm here with Zain today. Zain, thank you very much for giving us your time.
No worries, my brother.
So why are you here today, Zain?
We're here for the people of Palestine. We're here outside the mailbox. You know, you got the BBC in there. We're here to, you know, show awareness, man.
What does it mean to you to be here today, my guy?
It means to me about all the innocent children, all the innocent people out there. You know, it's a genocide. You know what I mean? It's not fair. We're here to make a change. You know what I mean? We could have had a bigger turnout, but alhamdulillah for the people out here. You know what I mean?
People are saying, Zain, yeah, that we shouldn't be protesting. What do you say about that?
I completely disagree. With, you know, freedom of speech. If we want to come out and protest, we can. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. They just, it's the Rishi Sunak and all that. They just want to hide it. They're siding with Israel. We're here to stop that if we can.
Absolutely. And just before we go, Zain, any few words that you want to say to the public who are going to be watching this video?
Boycott what you can. Yeah, it's hard to boycott. If you boycott what you can, let's stand the ground. You know what I mean?
Free Palestine 100 times. Free Palestine 100 times.
What does it mean for you to be here today, my guy?
I'm here to give support to all the Palestinians, everyone out there, giving support to everyone from London yesterday to Birmingham today. We're here, Free Palestine 100 times.
If you're not on this one, come to the next one, make sure.
What's your names, guys?
I'm Tim.
I'm Charlie.
Tim, Charlie, thank you for your time today. What does it mean for you to be here today?
I mean, I'm a communist. I'm here to stand for the rights of all oppressed people, you know, no matter who they are. Whether people personally agree with me or not, it's not my qualm. I'm here to stand for Palestinians. They're facing a terror we can't even begin to imagine. We must turn out for that.
Absolutely. What about you?
It's about solidarity. It's about common humanity. We're here on behalf of Socialist Appeal. We should be rallying against our government. Tides are turning. They are supporting and funding weaponry in Israel. And if we get together, then we can turn the tide on that.
Absolutely. I don't think you could have said it better any other way. Just before we go, what do you say to the people who say that we shouldn't be protesting? Tim?
Well, I say that Israel shouldn't be invading Palestine. They shouldn't be controlling their water supply or their electricity supply. Why are they bombing hospitals, you know? Israel have had power over the land of Palestine since the State of Israel was formed.
Absolutely.
Why do the Palestinians not have autonomy?
Look what we've already achieved. Public opinion is already swaying. The Labour leadership are cacking their pants. Like, we're going to turn public opinion with demonstrations like this. Definitely. It's very important.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
And just before we go, guys, what do you both represent?
Socialist Appeal. We're for the good of all people, for the working class, all over the world against.
And what's that flag that you got in your hand?
This is Socialist Appeal. This is our organisation,
Sick.
and we would suggest that you join us.
Okay.